Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to my channel. I'm just going to wait for others to join us before I start. Please, if you can hear me, do let me know in the comment section. I really appreciate it, guys. Let's get in. I've only got only an hour to spend in here with you guys because your girl have to be back to work tomorrow. Early momo, like early work tomorrow. Please come on in, guys. Come on in. Let's get this matter talking. Let's get talking, guys. Because as it is now, it's like this week is going to be very, very long. Very, very long. Guys, if you can hear me, do let me know in the comment section, okay? So I'm just going to wait for another couple of seconds so that others will join us and then we'll get it started. Like as you come in, guys. Like, share, subscribe if you've not yet done so. And let's get okay. I'm sure you guys are ready. You guys will probably be the one to update me on what is going on with Tubaba. You guys will probably be the one to update me because I've been at work all morning to yeah, so let's get started, guys. So as you all know, I did a live stream yesterday where what I was talking about, or we're reacting to the interview that Tuface did with Nedu's new podcast. And Nedu's new podcast, we all know they are no longer Nedu is no longer with what was it called? Nedu is no longer with this honest podcast anymore. So he now has his own podcast called Mazi something something, I think. So he said a lot of things and he did not say a lot of things. Some of the things he said are actually, we all discussed it while we were here. So he went on to talk about, how it started with him talking about his music career, how he's a legend, and all of that. I guess the one that was particularly most important to me was where he only described Annie, his wife of how many years, as amazing. And then he went on to mention that the interferences of the public in his personal and private life. Hello Zino, you are the first one today. You've taken the number one post from Abby. How are you, beautiful sis? So like the major part of what I kind of like touched on yesterday was the fact that he was married to Hani for that long, and it was one word he could use to to describe her: amazing. And he also used the word amazing to the new girl, to the new woman he's allegedly married to. Like, there should be some respect. And I think the major issue where that is turning everybody right now is the talk of men are not white like him. So I want to believe he was speaking for himself. But then again, some men are actually buying into his ideas. We've said it. If you want to be polygamous, be polygamous. But just, how are you, Abby? Welcome. How are you guys? How are you today? How's work? If you want to be polygamous, if it is not something that you have spoken to the woman that spent 12 years of her life with you, or if it is not something you've already spoken to that woman about, you just wake up one day and you say, you want to become polygamous, like from where to where? So you can't just wake up in the middle of your life with another woman and say, you want to be polygamous, you want to marry a second wife. Another woman might say, okay, that's fine by me. And another woman might say, okay, no, I'm not doing it. So you now said, he said that for me, obviously, yeah, all the posts we've seen, that was not the first time he said it when they were on the Young Famous and African. He did mention it there, and Annie kind of like looked at him, and there was no apology. He did not apologize to Annie on that show or anywhere else. Maybe he apologized to her in the bedroom. We don't know. There was no apology. So he now went on that show and he uttered what he uttered. Like for him, that he is not wired to be pleased by one woman, which meant that obviously people have alleged that Annie Idibia knew about this fact, hence why she stayed, blah 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 blah. And then now all of those things that he said on that podcast yesterday, only for us to wake up, not yesterday, 2 days ago, only for me to wake up this morning and I saw a video from him facing the wall. He has now turned to Radio Guard. You guys know that guy called Radio Guard on Instagram. He's now facing the wall, talking like, I'll play that video. I dropped a video this morning while I was going to work. Like, I was like, come guys, I need to come and put this video out here. That apology was the last thing I was expecting him to come and utter. that apology was the last thing. I would never expected him to come out and say if he effed up. He effed up. And you guys remember that I was saying that while he was on that podcast, I think there's something wrong with him mentally. Is he abusing substances allegedly? Because the way he was shaking, he was fidgeting a lot. It was even the plastic cup he was holding, it was pretty much like almost squeezing. You could hear the sound of that plastic cup, like maybe he was digging into the cup. You could just tell his countenance was different. It was not, I mean, for somebody who don't often come to the public to speak about his private life, you could just tell that there was something off about him. And then for me, yes, I had an issue with the fact that no woman is not wired to be satisfied by one woman. At the end of the day, you do want to. You say you are not wired to be satisfied by one woman, but you want a woman whom you claim to love, for better for worse. You want her to remain loyal and faithful to you alone. Make it make sense. Is it that you men or you Tuface, you get two heads, or your bolokos? The balls in your blocos now 4 you get, hence why you cannot be pleased by one woman. It's a lot. So with that even being said, yes, people said, oh, you should talk. It was just talking about him. It's fine. We don't have any issue with that. But like I said, guys, you know what? The way this world is going, somebody just needs to start something. Somebody needs to start something, and then everybody will start doing it. Everybody will start doing. We started a couple of examples yesterday. For instance, men nowadays are now buying their wives. Why are they unaliving their wives? Because some people started doing it. Like I said yesterday, this year alone, do we know even by going on social media to read, do you know how many men has unalived their husbands? I mean their wives. It's slowly becoming a trend. So now he has said that men are not wired. He's not wired to be pleased by one woman. Blah 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 blah. Before we know it, now all these Gen Z too, they'll start writing it coming from a soon to be 50-year-old man. I thought that men who are now going to their 50s, that they will become smarter, that they will start thinking right to say, okay, I'm at the middle age of my life now. Bible promised us how many years? 120 years or 110 years on the heart. And he's approaching half of those years that God gave him. You would think that he would want to live the remaining half of those years being wise, doing the right thing by his family, doing the right thing by himself, protecting his heritage, protecting everything that matters to him. But no, it seems to be somebody likened him to maybe he's going through midlife crisis. What do you guys think? Do you guys actually think that he's going through midlife crisis? Anyways, I've got a couple of videos here, and then we'll be going through a couple of posts on Instagram, and then I'll take your calls. We're not going to be long here at all. Guys, please like and share this live stream. I really appreciate it. So that interview that he dropped, that apology that he dropped, I'm going to play it now. So let us listen to it. And then I'm going to play a video that the Freeze made, and then we'll go through all the stuff that I've seen. Because there's a guy called a few people, obviously, his apology. We're going to listen to Daddy Freeze, what Daddy Freeze had to say, because Daddy Freeze said a lot in that his 11 minutes video. And also, Tuface's brother also came out to expose him. I think that one's name is Charles. I saw that post, but I did not fully read it. But obviously, when Daddy Freeze was talking about it, Dotun, you guys know Dotun, that was once married to the band's sister. That one too came out to say, there's something wrong with this guy. There's something wrong with this guy, that he needs help. And then, obviously, you guys remember that there was a mama. Do you remember that his mom, when he showcased Natasha to us, his mother claimed that, Natasha, whatever it is you have put around my son, remove that thing and leave my son alone. Do you think the mama did not know that there's something going on? Did you guys think that his mother did not know something was going on? Obviously, not quite long after that, we saw him going to his mother's place with Natasha. I don't typically believe in juju, but this is not ordinary. I think there's something wrong with him. Either he's allegedly abusing substances, or they have actually put himself under punani that he will never be able to come out again. Maybe, who knows, one of those many other punanis that has been pleasing him, they've actually put him under, juju, whatever. So, guys, let's listen to the apology first, and then we'll go on to that Freeze video, okay?
I know I'm going to get cancelled. I'm going to pay the heavy consequence, heavy price. But I just must express myself.
Guys, like this video for me, please.
Something that I thought just, Gen Z will look at it like who's, like to spark up something. But the amount of, response that I get has let me see how much people love me, how much people love and respect me. You know, for me to not just use one stupid statement to cancel everything. That's not who I am. People that know me know that that's not who I am.
Legend, I
You talk some guys, sometimes just talk out. You know, I'm not cut out for me to do shit. You know, I'm so sorry. And also to my kids, man. You know, beautiful young people.
I don't think he respects you. You don't respect. Like, if you guys watch the video I dropped this morning, that he went on that show and spewed what he spewed. Because at the end of the day, you know what? If it's both men, like, you know, both men and women are not built to be attracted to just one person. So him trying to justify having multiple partners is not exclusive to just men alone. Women can also decide to go and be doing that. A woman can also have multiple partners. But if she doesn't, it doesn't mean that if she doesn't choose to have multiple partners, she just chose to be faithful due to commitment. This man here is not ready for commitment. Any gender can be tempted outside their relationship. But what keeps them faithful is that, you know, self-control. This one not ready to put that self-control. Just want to be digging his pukumba everywhere. No sense of commitment anywhere. You could just say, you know, like I said in that video this morning, that I hope and wish that, as he said that no woman can please him, I wish that the woman that is now married to can say, okay, tomorrow I want to sample a Turkish man. Next tomorrow I want to sample a Chinese bola. On Kiliko I want to sample Yoruba one. Or next tomorrow I want to sample Igbo one. Just the way he's being sampled, let the woman too be sampling him. Or let the other men be sampling the wife as well. Like I said, anything a man can do, a woman can do it better. Much better. But let's keep listening. Like I said, you know what? Even the ways in this video, it doesn't seem okay. To me, it's looking like somebody who is allegedly suffering from a withdrawal symptom. Like, you know, somebody that's not taking methadone or that's not taking their whatever medication. It looks like somebody who is going through a withdrawal symptom. Hello, Tough Luck. Hello, Samuel. Welcome. Hello, BBO. It looks like somebody allegedly, no, BB talk. Now, it looks like somebody who is withdrawing from something. And that's something, not be from my mouth now go hear them. But let's keep listening.
I don't deserve this kind of thing that I put them into.
No respect whatsoever for his wife.
I'm Tuface Idibia. I'm Baba. And I've been fortunate enough.
Yes, you are too, Baba. You are too, Baba. No doubt about that. Nobody's arguing that. You have no respect whatsoever for your children, for the women in your lives, the children, the women in your life. Let's even talk, say, your baby mama, the one that you were married to for years. You've forgotten that you gave her to daughters as well. You have at least 2 daughters, if I'm not mistaken. And then I pray his male sons will not take after him. Because this is just a man who wants to be jambalaying everywhere. He wants to talk to Iganga Basata, that Guinea Equatorial guy. That's just what he wants to become. Father Abraham, throwing your seeds everywhere. And you call yourself a legend? To me, this is you. Only Igberaga Shiwaju Iparun. If you're a Yoruba person, you understand that. That, you know, pride will come before you eventually before your backside land on the floor. Let's keep listening.
To have achieved a whole lot, I've been fortunate enough to have people look up to me. I've been fortunate enough to have people, you know, calling me a legend. It's an honor.
That legend is about to enter into, in fact, it has entered into Potopoto now. It has entered into Potopoto for the likes of Dotun, for the likes of Daddy Fish to actually come out and said what he said earlier, because I watched his 11 minutes video. I was like, oh, okay. Anthony, Ajato my son, the dog will go lost. You know, go hear this. You know, go hear the sound of the what's it called, the hunter.
And I've been fortunate enough
so we are here
to have achieved a whole lot. I've been fortunate enough to have people look up to me. I've been fortunate enough to have people, you know, calling me a legend. It's an honor. You know, but this my talk was quite unlegendary.
Unlegendary. So why are you now coming out to offer apology now? You said same thing on the show of Young Famous and an African, beside where Annie was beside you, why did you not come out to apologize to Annie, make it public? Because you uttered that utter nonsense on national TV everywhere. But then now that you don't marry Ayilolo, you don't matchmake Ayilolo don't show, you say that madness don't carry and come. You can't tender apology. A woman you just met, you give her an apology. But the woman who gave you children, who stood by you, who took all of your excesses, who took all of your nonsense, who took all of your Roborebeka markets, you could not offer an apology. And look at the life of, I was watching a show the other day that, look at those women, those celebrity women who left their celebrity husbands. They are the ones who are doing better. The women left their husbands, or their women left their husbands left them. And look at their lives. Look at Mayol Edoche. Look at Annie now. She's glowing. And you, after you came out, I talk waiting, I talk. Hello, Uncle Patrick, welcome. I talk waiting, I talk. Now me talk ham. This is the fall of a legend. And pride becomes before fall. And this is you coming. They say a midlife crisis. That midlife crisis is much more than this.
And for me, man, I own up to my, this is not me.
This is not you. Really?
Terribly sorry for allowing myself.
Okay.
Let's, how do I put it now? Well, into saying.
You got riled up. Can you guys hear him? He said for allowing himself to get riled up. Now people are now blaming Nedu. This is a freaking almost 50 years old man. And if you attend that show and you're not coming, maybe because I was like, now we will hear now saying that Nedu talks and make it talk, what you talk. No, because what you said it on that show. So this one, they should just leave Nedu alone. This is a freaking 50-year-old man. And he said he was riled up. I beg, guys, where was he riled up? Where was he riled up? Because you said it and Nedu threw the question to your face that now as you get Natasha now, you mean say you go feel salambadate any other woman? That was exactly what you're saying. Nedu just put the question straight into your face. How was he riled up, guys? Please let me know in the comment section. Was he really riled up? Was he really riled or wired up to say what he said, even though he said this last year in that Young and Famous show? So, yeah, exactly, BBO. So, Annie has been the one who has been covering all of his mess, all of his nonsense, all of his excesses. Annie has been the one who has been covering. At the end of the day now, is Annie not justified? Yes, I know women could have their own shenanigans. And look, if you're a man and you're not treating your woman well, or if your woman is starting to behave one kind, so go and check how you are actually behaving towards that woman. Because a woman would not just wake up one day and start acting towards you in the way she's never behaved before. It's obviously your actions, the way you build to her. That is what she's now feeding you back. Exactly. Hold up to your mess.
Really nonsense. It's crazy. But one thing I know for sure is I'm sorry to my wife, the love of my life, Natasha. She's amazing. She's amazing.
So you guys heard what he has to say there. Natasha is amazing. So in fact, I shouldn't even be calling Annie here because Annie is living her life. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to share my screen with you now so we can watch what Daddy Freeze had to say. Okay, I already opened that video there. Let me share my screen. Abby, at the verse, at the para, because this is somebody whose song I love. This is somebody that I'm like, oh, his songs like, for that song that he sang anyway, My African Queen. You would think that, Abby. Natasha fit him. Natasha fit him. So obviously, Daddy Freeze actually saying a few more things. Okay, so let's listen to Daddy Freeze as well. I'm going to play a little bit of music in the background. I hope Daddy Freeze will not mind me using this video. I'm going to give him a shout out as well. So shout out to Daddy Freeze. I'm using your video on fair use policy. So Yeah, let's listen.
Two Baba's younger brother, Hyacinth. HI, sit down. All of us sit down. He not even show 3 separate occasions. So I cannot watch somebody I know and love continue to depreciate like this and keep quiet. Okay, you talk something will no make sense. Apologize. You have legend status. A one-line apology. Which one is I effed up? I effed up. I effed up. You know, be small picking Baba now. And please, I want to use this as an opportunity to beg. Gepetto, please help us leave Pinocchio.
Who is Gepetto?
You see, guys, this Two Baba matter is a serious matter. I'm going to tell you what I know about this matter.
Okay.
I'm going to try for the first video that I'm going to do. I'm not going to mention name, but the way they go, be like, say, we'll still mention all these names. Yeah. A lot of people have reached out to me
light this live stream for me, please.
About Two Baba's current, in our humble opinion, or shall I say my humble opinion, deteriorating state. Two Baba is a legend that deserves to buy as a legend.
And not be one woman guy.
This depreciation don't they turn Bentley to Corolla. This level of depreciation don't they turn Bentley to Corolla. You see, when Two Baba left Annie, marriages end.
Yeah, we know. Please like this live stream for me, guys.
It's the O2 summer sale. Pick up the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 FE Plus 5G and save up to...
You are not born Bisoni Meja as Yoruba people say.
Bisoni Meja, true.
Marriages end.
Yes.
Look at the way Annie is conducting herself.
Yes, he did, Abby, yes.
All the things we heard about Annie, Annie did this, Annie did that, Annie did this. Annie is working hard to erode whatever negative press she has. Annie is evolving into a queen.
Exactly, tell them.
While they were having the divorce issues, she also got some hits to her brand. But maybe because she has better brand advisors, maybe because she has surrounded herself with people who think. Look at Annie, the way she's looking. Look at Annie, the way she's growing.
She's glowing.
Can you say the same about Two Baba?
Never.
Two Baba, where we they look at, we know they hear in voice. All of a sudden, we don't they see, we don't they hear in voice. You don't they do like Radio Guard. Shout out to Radio Guard, by the way.
Voila.
Two Baba don't turn Radio Guard.
You don't turn to Radio Guard. They face wall. They talk now.
How does a legend?
Face the
and
wall.
There are some things that my eye don't see. You get some videos where my eye don't see. I don't want to talk them. But I believe that as I'm not talking about it, I'm not doing my friend merit. Olu maintain knows about this thing where we talk about. People are worried.
You guys,
this is not the Two Baba we know.
You guys need to come out and let us know.
This is not innocent Idibia. This is not him. I don't know what has turned him into this, but this is not innocent Idibia that I know. Family don't, I sent Neville, Nevada, another one of Charlie. Charlie is Two Baba's younger brother. We sat and waited for him for nearly 6 hours one day.
Can you imagine?
I was ready to offer my services for his brand. Baba, let's do it like this. 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 Baba no Grisho.
Can you imagine?
Baba no Grisho. It seems to me like there are people who are intentionally trying to derail any possibility of Two Baba.
How? He's holding up to make actions by his own.
This thing they pain me. I just they talk am like this. This thing they pain me. Like there are people who are ready to derail any possibility of Two Baba.
He's the one who is derailing
going
himself.
back to his legend status.
He's the one derailing himself. He's no longer innocent, though. Exactly.
I don't know how to say this, but I'm beginning to suspect that there is a puppeteer situation. Who will turn a legend to go and be releasing videos like I effed up, but everybody they do interview.
Exactly.
And there are a lot of people that actually share the values that you shared in that interview.
See, guys, I said
you say like the men are polygamous.
Guys, I said it. I know what this thing that he was saying. Somebody, all these things. Somebody just need to start talking about it, and then they will start doing it as well. It's going to become a trend. It's the same thing that Babyface is echoing as well.
There are many people that believe it. I personally believe that men are polygamous, but I believe that men should do whatever it takes
to stay faithful,
to stay monogamous, even if it means going against your nature.
That's the talk.
It's my belief. And I will not say sorry, and I will not come and climb balcony and say I effed up. It's my belief. I've tried really hard to stay monogamous for a while. It has been working for me to the glory of God. And of course, I give credit to my wonderful wife who understands me and works with me and helps me. It also has its own physical and spiritual undertones. So what you said is not so lofty that you become. Who wants to cancel you?
They
don't be cancel legend, though. Anybody when they enter inside your head, they finger your brain, say they cancel you. That person, that na your Geppetto, and you don't turn Pinocchio.
You don't turn Pinocchio.
Nobody fit cancel you. It is impossible.
Okay. With the way it's
they
going,
can cancel in your mind, but you cannot be cancelled in reality. As you don't talk, say you no go see us, you no go hear us, including your brother that came from America. Hyacinth came home from America. I don't know Hyacinth for 30 years. I've never seen Hyacinth this disorganized in my life.
Even his brother disorganized. Wow, okay.
I know Hyacinth from when he was with AJ and they used to do the natives. That was their group. That time myself, I'll be upcoming artist. I go tell you history. I saw Hyacinth disheveled. They say Hyacinth just come from America. He had me to believe. Hyacinth looked like who just come from Ajegunle.
Voila.
He know they sleep. He hand they shake. He could not. He was disorganized.
That's exactly what Emilio is doing. That's what Tuface is doing as well. He shakes like a woolly.
He wanted to come and take over the management of Baba.
Brits born before 1980 with no life insurance.
He's shaking like a leaf on top water. That's how he's feeling. That's how he's shaking.
Geppetto no gree. Make Hyacinth come manage Pinocchio. Allegedly, I know they there, now so they talk.
Allegedly. Yo.
JJ and I did my house one day. Olumentain has never, normally we chat daily, DM chat. He sends something funny, I respond, I send something funny. We DM daily, but Olumentain put a 1 hour call through to me. Registering. Olu, no vex, I call you inside this matter. No vex, but I don't call you because you truly want to help our brother. We got to talk truth. Olumentain called me. 1 hour talk.
Guys,
at the end of the day, I had to put Neville on that call. I saw some things where I'm not supposed to talk. And I don't go talk him.
As time goes on, you will have to.
But the way Baba they go,
we don't know who people. I don't know.
This thing don't look like what you want end well,
Hello, Sister Natu.
This thing don't be like waiting for end well, Make una pray for two Baba as he not agree talk, he not agree listen to people we want.
Abby, I said it earlier on that when his mother came out to say there's DSS involved, we knew something. So something was going on. Obviously, we did not know. We were all keeping quiet. Now the truth matter going to come out small now. I mean, his brother already called out Natasha. Now they're not posting answer at Natasha. In fact, we are all through with this. They're very Baba and
advice her. Be like saying for the first time I don't agree. Say okay, when to Baba matter don't reach now. Now prayer remain. Only prayer now if it's solved to Baba matter. As he don't do now.
Let his mother pray for him.
After this, I don't know waiting else to talk again. If I tell you that this matter no pain me, I dey lie. How can you and Annie be going through problem? Annie dey hospital, you dey waka normally. Annie come back from hospital. And her image begin to clean up, she begin to rise, she begin to fly. You gone to dig ground.
They dig ground.
Then they tell you stop. You say lie until you dig this ground. I don't know waiting to talk again. No. Inno. Hear me now. Where this matter they go, no nice. So what is all this? If nobody can talk to you, I will talk to you. What is all this?
Exactly.
Why have you thrown your day ones away? If you don't like, okay, you don't like me, no problem. You don't like Neville, no problem. You don't like Hyacinth. Listen to sound.
Anyway, that's pretty much all of that. That the first video that I wanted us to listen to, because I don't want him to, copyright me in any way. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to share my screen again so we can listen to obviously read a few things that people have to say. Guys, please like this live stream for me, please. I really appreciate it. So, like I said, I saw a few posts, and let me share my screen with you. We are just going to scroll through those posts, and then I will take your calls, guys. I really want to hear from people. Like I said, you know what? He has no respect for himself, not even for his family. So, like I said, I found a couple of posts that I saved earlier on, and obviously this is one of them. Not that one. A few people came out actually. So this was the post of Dotun. So Dotun said, "Let me turn off this music." Guys, please like this live stream for me, please. I really appreciate it. So let's go back to the screen. So Dotun said, "Please, I don't like this Tuface I'm seeing. Something is not right at all. He can express himself how he chooses to, but why always make him retract a video or make an apology always like a child? Things he would never do when he was with Annie, right? He's vulnerable and someone is milking it." So who is that person, guys? Let me know in the comment section. Who is milking it? Whoever is holding that camera is wicked, okay? Even the person where they hold the camera itself, they shake. After they watch the video, the person where they hold the camera itself, they shake. Abi, Bibio, I don't know who is Pinocchio. Maybe by that the first will let us know who Pinocchio is. Bebeto and Pinocchio. Who is Pinocchio and Bebeto? Exactly, Natasha. So the person holding the camera itself, the camera they shake. Both of them they shake like leaf waiting on top of water. See, this is how men now they will now come to diaspora. Hey, don't bring your wife abroad, though. Your wife this, your wife that, your wife this. So men, it is their wife that cover their shame. It is their wife that cover their nonsensical thing that they do. Because such men, if their wives are not covering them, they will have been dead, gone. They will have been walking like madmen on the streets. But because their wife is trying to shield them in. Now, his wife, he left Annie Abi. Look at what has become of him. Look at what has become of him. There are many more. So in this diaspora, we see so many stories of Nigerian men whose wife will tell your wife, their wives are the ones covering, shielding them. But as soon as they do their madness and the woman leave them, their life just turned to, in fact, I don't even know what to call it. I don't even know what to call it. Someone is forcing him to be who he is not. Tuface hardly addresses anything. Yes. Even in his worst of worst scandals, he never addresses anything like this. Exactly. Something is wrong. He's regretting and I hate it. I don't care what his personal life or choices cost for him, because that would be our first choice of defense. We all can't judge him sometimes. He can't be wrong all the time. Even if he is, I won't replace the masterpiece he created for his mistakes. This isn't looking good at all. The apology video might be necessary to the cause he chooses to convey, but why is it sacred to just speak your truth as he lives it? The person letting him do these videos is not making him do it for his brand, but for themselves. Someone is taking advantage of his situation. Who would be the person? At this point, I'll say it out loud. I think Tuface needs help. Therapy or genuine evaluation. He just needs to shut the F up and get his shenanigans inside house. He should stop talking. And like I said from the video I dropped this morning, I think he wants to drop a music. He wants to drop a song. That's why he's causing all this controversy on the internet. That's why he's making me shout. That's why he's making that the priest said, Bebeto and Pinocchio should come and warn him. And like I said in my video this morning, drop your music in peace and stop unsettling the internet. You know, I love him so much and I don't know how. We allow things happen to people because we blame them all the time. How about we don't and look at things critically? How, Dotun? How many times you said we know waiting the band sister to they take your high see? Yes, you're no longer together. I know I've always said that it's wrong for women to keep their children from their father if they are separated. Because at the end of the day, why should you be doing the job of two person alone? Everyone can make their choices, but not everyone deserves to live with it. We owe it to them to set them straight sometimes. This one is not ready to be set straight. From experiences, traumas and fear will make you so vulnerable, especially when you are out of your comfort zone. Happy or safe place, the floodgates will open up and everything will seem right, even when it is wrong, vice versa. This is where you need your true friends. This is where a Tuface needs a sound sultan. Which sound sultan now? Quite sad. Sound sultan no day, may God rest his soul. It might sound like it makes no sense now. Give it a few years and we'll come back to this conversation. I'm sure you know the person where you're supposed to mention their name, but you really don't mention their name. So that's the post he made there. And then this is his brother. So this person said, to my dear official, my whatever, there are not enough words in English to express, it was pretty much just saying, how the kind of brother he knows him to be and how it is now. So he said that it's one thing for a girlfriend. So I didn't read it from the beginning, but the first part was just him, trying to say how good of a person he is. Because, you have very confrontation, blah, 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 blah. And then he went to, this is the second slide that is really important to me. Bini and Juju na 5, let them come for you. Let Bini people come for you, and it's one thing for a girlfriend to snoop in your phone and read messages out of curiosity or for other relationship reasons. It can never come off as cues. But a girlfriend who breaks into your phone to announce your divorce, so who be that person, be dropping it in the comment section because she had doubts about you going through with it. Who posts and deletes a picture of herself on the socials and asks Nigerians to help you beg her to marry her while you sleep? Who clones your WhatsApp, deletes messages she doesn't like, and replies messages pretending to be you to steamroll her agendas? A control freak inside your emails and your account who convinces you to abandon your management. Annie was not doing all of this, Annie was not doing all of this. In fact, we already told it, they come. Anybody that says that Natasha should leave them innocent, anybody that says Honorable Natasha should leave innocent Idibia, the kind of thunder strike that will strike that person there, because who will Natasha leave him for? Who will Natasha leave him for? Okay. We continue pretending to steamroll agendas, a control freak inside your emails and your accounts who convinces you to abandon your management and businesses in Lagos and move to Abuja just to become a ham candy and drag all over Benin and to place the real you will definitely not go. Who would make you defend lies and tolerate chaos? Who would sabotage your business trips? Who will do a whole lot of rubbish? In quotes, I will not mention here out of shame because we all know, we don't need to know, and hide under your name. Who would adopt your surname, tell strangers and whoever cares to listen that she's your wife while you are still legally married? That's what his brother is actually calling out our honorable, allegedly. It continued. A girlfriend who makes you eat your words from a podcast just because you didn't mention her name she would have liked. It's not a girlfriend, but a psychotic fan, a cancerous leech who has come to slowly but steadily destroy you and your legacy, all in the name of love. You are in one of the episodes of those crime and investigation love, passion, and murder you love to watch, and the victim at the end of the story is going to be you. How haven't you realized this? You're currently living in bondage. He said it in that interview that he was living in bondage. He said it now. Today being 2725, I beg you, bro, take a couple of months off alone. Get completely off social media and let the music and businesses wait. Like I said, guys, I have a feeling he wants to release an album. Hence why all of this nonsense. Give yourself time to heal and reflect and really focus on what's important at this stage of your life. I beg you to do this in the name of whatever you still hold there. In the names of your 7 loving kids. This one no care. It does not. They will love to grow up with a healthy and happy father in future. You are a great chess player. You know when it's time to step away from the chessboard and evaluate the game from an outside perspective. This is that time before it gets too late. A time to become the real you again. This isn't for you. So that's what his brother had to say there. And I'm sure I saw a couple of other posts where people were actually dragging Natasha. People were like, I know that's probably from his apology. People are starting to compare. Radio Guard has something to say.
Then why Tuface apologized to Nigerians. When Tuface got to the house yesterday by 2 a.m., Natasha did forget they wait for Tuface with Koboko and Akodo. Natasha tell him, say, you see the video where Radio Guard do. Your story don't reach Radio Guard table. Mr. Amuneke, you too like doggy. You too like different women, Toto. You are disrespecting me, your wife, Natasha. I'm not going to take what Annie took from you. You must apologize to Nigerians. And Natasha told Tuface, you must apologize the same way. Radio Guard does his video. You go give Nigeria that side view, make the notion that Radio Guard make you apologize.
Yo, man.
So that's that, guys. I'm going to drop the link in the comment section now. Let's listen to this. Obviously, I think this is his brother still talking again. His brother says that you have been captured from frying pan to an industrial furnace. Voila! It's one thing for a girlfriend who breaks into your phone to announce your divorce, a control freak, a girl who convinces you to abandon your management and businesses and move to Abuja just to become her ham candy, a girl who would adopt your surname and tell whoever cares to listen that she's your wife while you are still legally married. This is not YouTube, Baba. So that's his brother still talking, okay? Like, you know what, guys, I think I've ranted enough for almost 45 minutes now. I'm going to drop the link in the comment section. You guys know, let's take a couple of calls, okay? Let's take a couple of calls, and I'm going to be reading your comments as I take a couple of calls, okay? I'm going to drop the link in the comment section. Let's take a call for about maybe till we've rounded out the show. So I've got another 15 minutes to go on this show. Drop your calls, guys. Now, let's get onto the show, guys. So that's the link to the call on the screen there. Come in and say one or two things, and then, for me, the way it's going on about it is not the right way. Like his brother said, you've not like people have been saying, you've not even finalized your one divorce. You're already getting married. It's just like some of our Nigerian men, they just feel like because they are the men, women cannot question their actions. You are all wrong. Even if them born you for olden days, if them born you for whatever generation them born you, that nonsense will not work in this generation. It will not work in this generation. Hello, Happy, welcome.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I'm going to be very honest and say that I think most people here know my stance on the whole Tuface thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with what he said.
Okay.
From his standpoint. Now we're talking about his own standards.
And
and the standards of people that deal with him, not mine.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. He
has made it known that he's polyamorous. What are you retracting?
Exactly.
It's not the first or second. So I don't even. I'm not going to lie. I was blindsided by the apology. Apologizing for what? This is something that you said on the Young, Famous and African show.
African, exactly.
This is something that he has sang in his lyrics.
Yep.
When I don't know if you guys saw that video of Tuface performing on stage, where he, you know how you have like an interlude on stage that's not particularly part of your song, where he makes very silly, inappropriate jokes about his polyamorous nature all the time when he's performing. So I don't understand why it's even news. Yes, he's a celebrity, so generally things like this get in the news and on the I get it, but generally it's nothing shocking. Now, if he's taking it back because he felt like he disrespected his wife, which he's been disrespecting Annie, fair enough. But making it seem like, oh, people are going to cancel him. Nobody's going to cancel you, bro. You've been very consistent. That's what Daddy Free said. Like, where is this even coming from? That's how you know that he's been manipulated. Let's assume, allegedly, Natasha came to him and said, my husband or whatever he is, my boyfriend, I don't like what you said and I want you to retract it. And he decided to do that. That's fine. But let me tell you how you know it's manipulation. Because he's there to talk about things that are irrelevant. Example, I don't want to be cancelled. Who's going to cancel you? You not cross anybody's mind to cancel him. Let's be honest. So that's how you know that somebody is manipulating him and making it seem like it's more serious than it is. So that he can retract the statements, if that makes sense. So me, I don't know what the apology was for. And I don't believe in juju enough to say that he's inside a bottle personally. I'm not saying that juju doesn't exist, but it's just not my business. So I'm finding it very difficult to say that, oh, he's in a bottle or whatever. But I do think that there's something seriously wrong somewhere. It doesn't make sense. And like I said, there's no smoke without fire. When his mom came out to speak that time, what did we think she was speaking about? There's something that she saw. She's his mother. Yes, she's his mother. There's something that she saw. Has she, the whole time that he did not like Annie, did you ever see his mother come out to speak? No.
No.
Oh, this is not just about not liking the woman. There's something more complicated, something more complex that we are unaware of that has happened in this situation. Hence why
Yeah.
she came out to speak. And I don't think that should be taken lightly. Something is wrong.
Absolutely. I agree with you, Abby. I agree with you. Right. Zeno is in the house as well. Let me get Zeno in as well. Hello, Zeno. Thank you so much for that contribution, Abby.
Hello.
How are you?
I just honestly want to echo good evening, everybody. I just want to echo what Abby just said. There's something wrong.
Yeah.
However, it's just so obvious. Like, when people think they're smart, but they play themselves. I feel like Natasha literally is playing herself, because how do you change somebody that has always been known to be a certain way? Then he's not coming back and changing his stance, and he doesn't even sound like himself. And the only difference, or the only thing that is different from his being is you. Then you're not coming to say you're not the one that said it. Or tell me why everybody will not blame Natasha right now. I don't think also, number two, I don't think she's as smart as she thinks she is, because it's already dumb. Like, no. I don't think sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. My phone was messing up. I don't think a well-respected woman would want to go and publicly date or claim to be married to somebody that's still married. You don't respect yourself enough. You've given I am too, what's the word, obsessive. I'm obsessive and I'm too desperate. Then you now started carrying legend as handbag. So in her mind now, I can bend any man to my will. If I can do it to Tuface, I can do it to everybody. It's not giving empowering. It's not giving you are powerful. It's giving you, no offense, allegedly you are a fool, because you just don't respect yourself. And then
I think Zeno's line is going in and out. Well, I think life in Natu's accent, they even married. At some point, I think we heard that they were maybe traditionally married or something. Men could not call because it's only women that is talking. Men call the links in the comment section, guys.
Mom of 5, I want to say something.
Yes,
also, I find it very. Can I ask a question first? This brother that is coming out to speak, is it the same brother that was causing Annie issues online that year?
No, the other one that was calling Annie was actually Annie's brother.
Her own brother. Okay, no wahala.
Yes, her own brother.
My own question, this is not the first time that we're hearing that the brothers don't like Annie. They have some issues with Annie. My question, though, is why is it always the women and not the man? At what point do we hold the man accountable? Oh, Annie is toxic. Now Natasha is toxic. Your brother should stand up. Can he stand up? I don't know if that makes sense. It seems like everybody else but Tuface is being blamed for his decision. Because first things first, everybody knows that the average child from a polygamous family would tell you that they don't like what they've been through, right? My thought process is that the average man that has practiced polygamy will probably not do the same under the right circumstances if they had to do it all over again. So what I'm trying to say with this is Tuface has created his life by himself. He might have had more peace with Annie if he was not in a polygamous situation. He might have had better relationships with his children if he did not put them in a polygamous situation as well. So I say this to say that he's created his life and it might not be working in his favor right now with everything that's going on. And maybe I'm not saying that what's her name, Annie is perfect or Annie doesn't have her own issues, but I'm saying that maybe that lifestyle in a sense also contributed to him not having peace of mind in that marriage with Annie. And this is what is still causing him sleepless nights. This same lifestyle, the thought process of thinking that this lifestyle is normal is still causing him issues. So this is the life he has created. Why do we keep blaming the women that he gets involved with rather than him as a person and the decisions that he's made? Remember, they keep advising us that sometimes the decisions you make as a young person is what will come back and bite you in the butt when you're older. And I think he might just be one of the situations. He might be able to rectify it, which is why I would have thought that Tuface would not be thinking about marriage, but thinking about relationship with children. To me, that's the only way he can rectify what he has done in his younger years is to rectify the relationship with his children and just make sure that they also are siblings to each other.
Yeah, I actually agree. Yeah, you actually spoke what I was thinking there. Honestly, it's like, Uncle Patrick, come in and say something, no guy. I go, why are the men not coming in to say something? Are you all scared? Why are you people not coming to come and talk? Come and talk, oh. So, guys, like I said, I'm just gonna if nobody's feeling to come in here, I'm just gonna round up. Like I said in that video that I dropped this morning, that he does not respect his family at all, and now he has children who are growing up. Who's Uncle Patrick? Are you gonna be the one to pray for him? We have not finished praying for Nigeria. Now, legend, we want to come and pray for. There are so many people that need prayer. I mean, his mom. Let his mom pray for him, because, like I said, I don't know. I don't know as it is now, because it's just langba. And from that interview on that podcast, it was like the things I'm doing, that people are talking, this thing happened before I even got married, before I even met my wife, before I even got married, is in my past, but I really don't care. So it was living a nonchalant life, and it's still living such nonchalant life, which is now being pumped or energized by the Iyawo that he allegedly go and marry. Because, like I said, that's what I often say, that men often move on really quick in a relationship. This man, in fact, I don't even know what to say, because this matter is actually causing me a headache right now. I would love for men to come and say something. Okay, just like I said earlier on, that men are, they're saying that men are polygamous in nature. A woman can also go out and see a tall, dark, masculine, broad-chested, fine boy and say, "Kai, now fine boy, but this alone party Lara." But a woman cannot say, "Okay, I want to go and validate that man." But a man can go out and see a figure 8, backside, front, chest, everything, and validate her. And then I often say this as well. I kept echoing this. If that is what you want, he doesn't want to commit. You don't want to be committed to him. To a woman, and then the man will now be like, okay. I think I saw a video from Ruth, actually. Is that Rita, our auntie? Let me go and play. Rita, Abby's sister, that were like, oh, she's now starting to make sense a lot. Oh, with her data, she said something, and I agree with her. Absolutely about about how can you want a woman to be faithful to you and you're not willing to commit. Well, I'm going to quickly play that video now, and then I will take Oni, because I think Oni B is here. Oni B, 1 second, please. Let's quickly listen to my sister.
Idibia will remain the same person today, tomorrow, and next tomorrow. If Tuface misword the date, Tuface has always been like this, will remain like this, unless he chooses tomorrow to be a born again. So Natasha being there won't make a difference, because he never made a difference with other women. So she being there, even if she blinks 100 times, we will not come to her rescue. You know why? Because she knew this about Tuface before she went in. Every single woman who had been with Tuface knew this about Tuface before they went into dating. Now, here is the confusion that Tuface brought on social media. Listen for yourself.
Man, not they built to just
deal with one woman. A man is not built to be
heart and love. If you get
calm down. Calm down.
Heart, love, respect, and say, oh, this person is my person. He fit. He did.
What exactly were you expecting from Tuface? What did you expect to be different? Or because he's Natasha now, that something different will happen? Absolutely not. The same Tuface that said this on Monday came back again on Tuesday with another confusion.
The fact that I talked about what I said. Hurts me. My fans, millions of people that look up to me, millions of people that hold me in high esteem.
Okay, Tuface don't talk in no. Men are wired biologically to be polygamous, not to be with one woman. Now, permit me to say that when ladies say that they are wired to believe that a man should be 100% provider, why do you get upset as a man? Since you buy into this jargon without facts, without proven fact that Tuface stated, if you're wired biologically not to be with one woman, if you find yourself in the bush mating like an animal. Also, let's now pull it back. If you believe you're wired to be with one woman, why are you clamoring for a woman to be faithful to you?
Exactly.
Do you know how many men out there who need multiple partners that we need to satisfy? Why does a woman need to be faithful to you? Because I don't want to go into deep English and be speaking plenty English. No. Let's use life experiences to analyze this so that it will be clear to everybody. Why do you need a woman? Why are you calling a woman Olosho and all manner of names? Do you know how many men out there we need to satisfy? Those of you who are wired biologically not to be faithful, why are you clamoring for a faithful woman? That your polygamy or polygamous nature. How many women? You need multiple partners. So why do women need to be faithful to their husbands? I leave you to answer that question. When women come and say you need to be a 100% provider, don't get upset. Just the way you don't want us to get upset that you're polygamous in nature. Tuface, you're confused. Make it remain with you because we know you. You're the same today and forever. Wisdom. Tuface.
Right, okay. So I think I will take Honey Babe first. Honey Babe has been on the old. Please unmute yourself, Honey Babe.
Hello, Mama Five. Hello, everybody. Welcome. What? I don't even. I'm still upset about Diddy. So Pete Two Baba is not my issue right now.
Why are you upset with Diddy? At least out of 5, the only pound
is not my issue right now because, like I said, Diddy is pissing me off, man. But leave that one. I mean, for me, I definitely resonate with what the lady said before. Sorry, I don't know your name.
Hello, Kubi, welcome.
Sorry, hello,
it's me, Abby.
Abby, that's it. Sorry, my
Abby,
baby
yeah.
girl. Yeah, sorry, Abby. What you said in regards to accountability, you know that I obviously take my title very seriously. For me personally, I personally think that there's something wrong with him, and I'm of the opinion that this is always how he's been. You know, I've said it on many shows, whether it's Uncle Benno or Auntie B's. Yeah, I personally blame anyone that decides to be with him because he's being his true, authentic self. Even a young, that show based in South Africa, I can't remember the name, young, famous, and whatever, an African. He said it in front of Annie. He didn't apologize, did he? No. He said something very similar that as far as he's concerned, his nature is to be like doing, shagging everybody. That you know the British in me anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. So, and like he never apologized. Annie was right there sitting next to him, and he did not give a damn. And he stood 2 toes down with what he said. He never apologized. So for him to now go on to a show, like I said, I always tell people that, I always say this all the time, if you're going to be a celebrity and you're going to be in the media space, you need to control your impulses. If you know you're going on a show, no disrespect, maybe because of where I'm based, I didn't even understand half of what he said. I don't think he ever spoke proper English, but that's probably who he is. But I think the issue I have is that you need to control the way you speak on a show. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah,
we
on
can
a
hear
show.
you.
And I think he should have been very careful. He just opened and splurges his mouth, and this is how you get yourself in trouble. Natasha, like I said, she's a certain type of lady, and I don't really have any issues with her. I think that I think she's made her choice, and like I say, including myself, you make a choice, you live with that choice, whether it's good or bad. She has chosen to be with someone that has, for the past nearly over 50 years, has showed himself to be a certain type of person. Even Annie, she has to be accountable for the time she was with him. She now married someone that already had children. There was 3 of you when you were dating. I mean, it's madness on its own. So that's a different story in terms of Annie. But for me personally, I just think that he's being his authentic self. And like I said, you will stand on what you say, and what you say will deal with you. And like, if you say something, you're always going to get a response. As Natasha, I personally think that I don't know what she's trying to prove, because for you to think that you can control a man at like a remote control, I find it very telling of the type of person you are. And to be thinking that you're badgy or you're baddie because you've got Tuface in your palm of your hand shows how very stupid and immature and foolish that you are. I think it's just, I think the marriage or whatever, it's not a marriage, because according to what we're hearing, allegedly, he's still married to Annie. But I personally think that just like what we talked about regarding, what's that lady? I've forgotten her name. You know, when I was on the show where Auntie B did that show. Daniel and whatever. Daniel and
Damascus.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's gonna crash and burn, because what we seem to understand is that for a marriage to be successful, there has to be some element of foundation, a good foundation. Tubaba is going from one self-destruction relationship to another. And I do agree that you can't blame Annie now. Annie's nowhere in the picture, and already you've got yourself into another toxic relationship. So who's to blame now? If it's not Annie, then it's you, Tuface. So as a 50-something-year-old man, you need to really look at the decisions that you're making. And I say all the time that don't jump into relationships. He hasn't even divorced, allegedly.
Exactly.
Tied up in Nigerian courts. We should have guessed that, because I keep forgetting that, you know, being in the UK, it's not that quick to divorce someone. So I should have, you know, all of us should have realized that. You're now jumping into another relationship. And this is what I say to people. Stop jumping into relationships. Check on yourself, get the healing, get the self, you know, look at yourself, deal with yourself, love yourself before you jump into the relationship. I'm now realizing it's no respect of age. Even as old as he is, he's still making the same mistakes. As for the family, I don't know, because when Annie was there, they never said anything. Annie was, you know, the wicked person. Obviously, I have issues with her in terms of allowing the disrespectful nature in which Tuface dealt with her, but her as a person, I don't have any sympathy for the mother, because I personally think that she didn't bring him up well, and I'm going to say it as a mother of two boys, she didn't bring up Tuface very well, because for him to have this total disrespect for women is telling now in his 50 plus years. And I'm always saying this, karma is a bitch. So I said to you, you lay your bed, you lie on it. So if it's with someone like her, they deserve each other. And I hope I hope he gets burnt. Because the way
he must not leave her for anybody.
He cannot leave her lie. He must divorce Annie, and he must marry Natasha. He left her in that relationship. Because me, I just personally think that he's the common denominator. He is the problem. And I think, unfortunately, Annie was so young, and we've talked about this, you know, thousands of times. Thank God she's out of it. And I thank God that he's the one that ended it, because she was never going to end it. And I'm glad that she's moving on. She's shining. She's looking good. And I'm so happy for her. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Some people like Daniel and Tuface, they deserve everything that they get. And I pray that he continues to be married to Natasha, and Natasha should show him shaggy.
Thank you so much, my beautiful babe. Thank you so much. Always appreciate, you know, always eloquent. You know, you say it as it is. I love that. Thank you. Right, Uncle Patrick, you have the floor, sir.
Uncle Patrick, Mama 5.
Sir,
I'm just catching cruise.
You're allowed, though.
I just got back from work, so I'm catching cruise.
Hey, I've just got back from work. I look like a mess. That's why my camera is not on.
Anyways, you guys are just, I don't know how to describe you guys. You're just troubling yourself.
Okay.
You should have known this guy for long. The Bible says, can leopard change his skin?
No.
You know, like Daddy Freeze eats it on the nail. You know, the worst part of it right now is what is into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that's why I say he needs prayer. I need to get out of that mess he's into right now. Yeah. We know it's a humanizer. You know, the first show, the one time that they went to South Africa, they had a video and it was misbehaving. That was when I really knew the guy. Like, what's wrong with this guy? They asked to, was it the wife that came over or him that came over, you know? I watched that video with some girl. So this guy is the same guy. I'm not going to blame Natasha.
Okay.
You know, I'm not going to blame. Yeah, it's the man that went for her. Every woman deserves love.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm not going to blame Natasha. So, however, I don't know how long the relationship is going to last. And, you know, like the mother is aware, the mother is an elderly woman. It's left for the family to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, the Yoruba people say the woman rejected from already, you understand? They go outside and, you know, do whatever they want to do. And for Daddy Freeze to have come out, it has gotten to a peak that this guy needs help. And people have seen it, just like, you know, Michael Jackson. You know how the guy is buying now.
Yeah.
I just talk about Majek.
Yeah.
You see? Even when they brought the man out, clean him, gave him money, but the thing don't enter him body. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I hope it will not be so. His own case will not be so. I hope God will open his eye, you know.
Well, let's hope so. He's 50 years old now. He's already lived halfway through the life that God said we are going to live on this earth. So he needs to wake up. He needs to wake up. Oh.
Well, he can't, like, you know, I'm not even against him being polygamous or whatever. That's his life. But, you know, the kind of thing he's doing right now that is, you know, he's not talking normal as if he's sick, as if somebody Johnson, you know what I mean?
True.
You know them in Saleko when they say they are Johnson. Those area boys that need money for crack, they will be Johnson. Like, you call yourself legend. Who talks like what kind of legend are you that you are talking like that?
His legend is in the mud.
It's not stable. He doesn't have a stable mind. He needs help.
I agree with you. Like I said, it was just shaking like he would live on top of water.
So
like,
if Natasha really loved him, he would take care of him. You know what I mean? He won't leave him alone like that. That's what I'm gonna say. If this lady really loves him, this lady will clean him up, and that's when the role of a woman comes in. A woman is an plate.
Hey. But Uncle Patrick, I dare disagree.
Listen, I'm saying if they say they are married, if you want better for your husband, you'll be there for that man.
Isn't that what Annie did? And look where it got her.
Exactly.
Leave Natasha, man. Let her do whatever she wants.
This one, they shut him down. You know what I mean?
I know.
Annie has gone. So
that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, Uncle Patrick, you said that if Natasha really loves Annie really loved him to extent that even us as women were just looking at her with total disgust. Which kind of love is this? Annie loved it, and where did it get her? Nowhere. So for me, I look at Baba with a side eye that does he even deserve love? Maybe I'm being very judgmental, but someone loved you, maybe to the extent of losing herself, which is what she did. And now you want another woman to love him again and brush him up. He doesn't deserve it.
He doesn't deserve
it. You know that was
he doesn't deserve it at all.
That was a lady. You know, in those days, this woman has money. When I say money, man, the way this woman treats men.
Uncle Beno is here. Shy. Sorry. Sorry, Uncle Patrick. Please continue. Sorry.
Yeah, this woman like that women flock after this lady. Only babe, mom of 5. At the end of the day, everything went down for this lady. Wow. That the man, this lady now got married to. The man was always falling on the floor, drunkard. And this woman was a meat seller. You can imagine. From direct, from president of a company to you coming down to come and marry meat seller. I pray that Tuface will not be like that.
Amen. Amen.
This is something I saw. You know what I mean? A woman that was up there brought down to now go married to a drunkard on the streets. So you know, Annie should just be careful. What's it called? Tuface should just be careful. Legend for man. Look at the way he's talking with your family. I'm so disappointed in him. It's him I'm even focusing on that. This guy, you are just, and that's why that the face came out. That we can't leave this guy like that. So
we can leave him. We can leave him.
Nobody was not talking before now, so he suddenly start talking.
Exactly.
I know. Women want to take pound of flesh.
It's not pounds of flesh. I remember when, like I said, even me, even though I have beef with Annie, the way that people were acting like Annie's the problem, Annie's the problem, Annie's the problem.
I never thought Annie was a problem, to be honest. I never thought she was a problem.
Well, maybe
I never thought Annie was a problem either.
Annie is the problem.
Annie was the problem because
Annie is part of the problem. Part of
Uncle Beno!
Uncle
Beno! You are going to collect. You will collect. I know you are
Uncle Beno.
You've got lots of abros. You will collect this night.
May we talk where talk day. That
Talk
na
am,
sister.
brotherhood, talk
Now,
am, brotherhood.
now, sister finish. Now he finish Tuface. Where Tuface day now? Tuface
Guys,
get his own
please, so
problem
make
for
una
body.
get out.
Una sister come add fire.
Uncle you collect.
Tell us now.
I beg, leave Uncle
Tell
Pat.
us, Uncle
Listen,
Ben, tell us.
go on.
Yeah, we are listening.
Uncle
Wetin
Patrick.
Wetin
I
do?
just say, I just say, make I come find this sister. They trouble me. Make I find their
We are
wahala
ready.
small.
We are ready
We
for
are
you.
ready.
When you talk
Collect
now.
Honey,
for
babe.
yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See,
I'm ready.
Then I know make me laugh. See, as a matter of fact, I blame Annie for some of the shit that Tuface went through.
Didn't I tell you?
Yes. Let me explain. You see, I need to cut my brother some slack. Here's the thing. Tuface have always said, this is who I am. This is how I'm moving. Consistently, he has been saying it. And even from the one before he got married to Annie, dude has been jumping from one quikus to another. So Annie saw the red flag. Annie ignored the red flag, believing she can manage him. And ever since they've had their trouble, in all the interviews that Tuface has done, has Tuface not been consistent with his words? That, hey, I believe a man will love somebody dearly, but still, the man can still jump from one thing to the other. He already said who he was. Annie was the one who is thinking, maybe I can get him to see that I'm a good wife. Maybe I can get him to see what's before him. And honestly, if I have to be candid in my opinion, there are lots of men like that. They will show you in their action. They will even tell you to your face that what is there. My father had 4 wives. My uncle had 3 wives. I think I shared my own experience to you guys on Auntie Bishop. When I told my uncle that because he had 3 wives, oh, I can't wait to grow up. I have 3 wives. That man almost killed me. He almost buy me. And I said that, I think at the age of 14, 15. And that's when I started looking at this like, how can a man be enjoying 3 women? I say I want to be like him, and he want to unlife me for that. You know? So logically speaking, I think, when the talk say, now waiting there for drunken mind, now I ain't go talk after I don't drink. That's the way I see Tuface. That's who he is. This Natasha that is with him right now, she can't change him.
Never.
She can't.
I don't think there's any woman that can change him. The change has to come from him.
So Tuface is a lover boy. He loves. And I think he's not a bad guy, but he just can't keep his tongue leg together. And anytime they put camera in his face, and he will still say it, a man, you can love a woman deeply and you can still eat outside. To be honest, majority of us from Africa, let me just stick with my Nigerian people. Majority of men from Nigeria, not all of them, but majority of them still thinks like that. Majority of men still believe that they have the monopoly of flexing around why the wife should be faithful to them. A lot of people still carry that mindset. And that is why you see that the issue of cheating is never going away. They go always, those who believe in that thing, they will always cheat. So if you as a woman, you can tell from his body language that when we were dating, this guy had already cashed out with 2 women before.
Yeah.
Then you got married to him, and maybe he managed. He remained as a saint for 6 months after wedding. 7th month, dude, don't begin to do hide and seek. So you should know that this is who he is. And frankly speaking, I think it takes the grace of God for a man to stick with one woman for that long and don't step out. And I also give women grace for that. It takes like me, I've always said I'm a consequentialist. Everything I do, I always flip it. What if this person do this thing to me? How will it be? That's how I reason them. I see a lot of women these days too that don't care. In Nigeria now, not all the women in Nigeria, but in Lagos in particular, there is this trend that is going on now that they are saying some housewives have side cock, when they call them, they say like they have a boy on the side. Yeah. I even heard that in Nigeria now, in places like Lagos and some other state, because of the harsh economic condition, some women we have I know say if man get woman, they will say mistress. Where be the one way woman they get if you get man for outside? Them na mistress be that one. Honey babe, what's the grammar for that one?
Which one?
When a woman has a man outside, what do they go call her? She's married and she has boyfriend. Okay, they call it boyfriend, right?
Just boyfriend.
I also heard that a lot of women are doing that in Nigeria. I've not witnessed.
I'm hearing all sorts of lovely stuff about Nigeria. Interesting, yeah. Nigeria is not the Nigeria that my mom came from.
So it's like that. So for me, when I see men that they believe, oh, I'm a man, I can have a girlfriend, I can have a side chick, it doesn't matter. What comes to my mind is that, bro, do you know your wife can do the same thing, Sha?
Exactly.
I hope you can stand it when she do the same thing.
Exactly.
You know, people just don't understand how this thing works at times. Last week I went to Dallas to do coverage, and that was about 3 hours drive. By the time I drove for like 1 hour, my wife called me. She would ask, "Hey babe, where are you?" I said, "I did road. I don't go Dallas." And then she was driving. She said, "Oh, I'm going to the store." And then she started messing with me. She said, babe, you won't believe what I see right now. You get one man. If you see this powerful BMW, the man is parking, is waving to me by the side. I know she was just messing with me, but do you know the thing still they come back from my brain? Say, are you kidding me? Is it because you are driving Benz? Now I make this man carry beer. I know she just made that shit up. But the thing is still in my mind, like, wait, true, this woman, she's in her 40. The way she did dress, they say,
hello to our beautiful sister.
You know, so I started thinking, maybe not be say true. They don't they park beside this woman for road though. So what I'm saying, okay, so what I'm just saying is,
shake now.
shaking. Uncle Patrick, you know how they talk all the time. When this sister, when they hit 40 like this, you get the kind girly when that they do where the husband we don't
can agree to that. Meanwhile, since I don't reach 40, if you want, not try my shakara.
Not try it. Yes.
You see, so it get as it be. Sometimes when we won't go party now, when this woman dress, babe, I think this clothes it doesn't fit. You have to change it. Now lie you. Now just because I don't look at it, look. Women they get some bra when they wear and so you go push the whole thing up. So there's just so much going on. So but for me,
look your wife.
No go look at outside. My madam get too now when she pack and the whole thing there up there. And so that will be like, auntie, kilo shele, kilo de shogunlaye ni. Is it war?
Hey, Uncle Ben, it's an invitation.
Oh, funny.
He's inviting you and says, stop that show and come over.
So to me, when I tell people who have two-faced mindset, what I usually tell them is, look, the same madness that you are doing, your woman can do it too. And guess what? You will be the one who can't even take it. Now you go on go place. You know?
Yes.
The way Tuface is moving right now, he's a confused man. Annie right now, I know say even Annie go still won't go back if they allow her, but at least Annie is
don't say that too.
If I go, I'll go and fast. I'll go and fast a mountain of fire.
I will travel to Niger just for Annie and deal with her and drag her from Tuface. Exactly. Honestly, and I've not been to Niger since 2018.
God save you from death. You want to go back again?
Like do what?
Where you have told them that good night, you don't go back there to go and say good morning.
Exactly. Annie cannot come back. She dare not. What are you talking? No, Uncle Ben, don't say that
word. M5 and honey babe. Unati say na every woman get married like Unabi. Unati say na every woman get married like Una.
Okay.
Look, make we take a bet. Who go be our referee? Uncle Patrick will be our referee. I want to bet.
I do think
so you actually believe
a lot more to lose now. She has a lot more to lose now going back to him.
Yes, exactly.
It's not a good idea generally. I think she's smarter than that. her
The shame is too much.
It's a bit much. It's
Why
too
would
late.
she go back? No.
Go back to go and do what?
And do what?
What are they going to give her there? Are they distributing something for her that she's not been able to achieve herself since she left the Ayinolo?
I mean, the thing is, Mama Five, she's shining right now. Look how beautiful she's doing.
She doesn't need anything that will set her back.
No. I reject that. I reject that because, like I said, she's now dealing with herself. She's loving herself. She's out of the shadow of Tubaba. She's now Annie, not Tubaba's wife. You know, the one that he can kick with his feet. No. She can't go back to shit. I'm sorry. She cannot go back to shit. I will say it.
Honey babe. Honey babe. Don't worry, honey babe. I will help you arrange ice and water when it happens, so that you won't lose your mind on all the shows that they will do that time.
She can't go back.
She's not going back. She's not going back. I hope her daughters encourage her. I hope her family, people who love her.
Yes.
The likes of the women that stood by her when she was in rehab, they better talk sense into her head, because Tuface has got nothing to offer her other than a further heartbreak, and heartbreak actually kills. If she actually allowed Tuface back, I swear to God, this chance that she has now, she will not have that chance again.
And the thing is, remember, I said this before on some, whether your show Uncle Benna or Auntie B's, you have, is it 2 girls, right? She has 2 girls.
She has 2 girls.
I say this all the time, your mother or your parents are your role model. They are seeing their mother. If she try it, if she dare go back, she's basically telling her kids, basically that a man can basically dominate you, humiliate you, and you should still go back. That is what she's saying to those 2 women, those 2 girls that she's bringing up. Even if she doesn't think about herself, think about her children. And I say this all the time, coming from parents that the relationship was very toxic. I'm still, I'm the oldest, and it still affects me now, even though I have children of my own. Being in that type of toxic relationship, which they had allegedly, it affected those children, no doubt about it. So her being out of that relationship, doing co-parenting is the best thing for them. So even if she doesn't love herself, think about her kids.
Exactly. That's the only thing she can do now. She should let that Ayilolo be doing what
she
do.
Yeah.
It was no longer working. So if it's no longer working, let it stay that way. Exactly. Let it stay that way. Let it stay that way.
I see. Right. You see, I like this energy coming from M5 and Honey Babe.
Uncle Ben, I've told you, if you don't stand well, you will collect.
What does he want to say? What does he want to say?
Abby, are you part of Honey Babe M5? I like this one energy. But let me tell you, my sister, the way things are run in Nigeria is different from Yankee. In case you don't know, Nigeria.
I don't agree with that. I hear that it's patriarchal with the law and everything, but I still think that whether you're in UK, America, Canada, women are women, and it gets to a stage where, as a woman, you've had enough.
Yeah,
I know it's difficult to untangle yourself out of a relationship, but I still don't believe that because you're in Niger, you're gonna put up with all this shit. Nah, she's got money. She's not like the average Nigerian woman. Let her move on. Nah, don't give me that, Uncle Ben. I'm not down with that.
Okay, Honey Babe, let me shalaye, make I shalaye like this. Maybe it makes sense. You see,
we've got another 7 minutes to go.
Okay.
You see that? Oh, she got money. That money go is what will let her go back to Tuface.
What are you talking?
Make I explain. You won't get it. You see, in Nigeria, when women have money, like really good money, the biggest problem they have is Kerewa. And Tuface seems like somebody who is a very good toto mechanic.
Really?
I'm telling you, you will be shocked. They will come and tell us.
You can get anybody pregnant and you can be rubbish in bed. Let's be real, man. What are you thinking?
Okay, Motigbo, I don't hear. Okay, thank you for having me, Uncle Patrick. And Honey Babe, and
are you going?
Thank you. I am going.
Are you off today? Are you at work or you are off?
I'm actually at work and I'm on break.
Don't go yet, bro.
No.
You are running.
It's on break.
Guys, before we actually round up, obviously this way of life, people are like, okay, his own choice, his way of life, but it doesn't even actually knows what is actually going to be exposing the woman at home to, because they were talking, just like BBO said here, STDs, because these are the kind of men that they will not use rubber idabobo. They will just eat the plate. We all heard what Cubana Chief Priest alleged baby mama said, that that one can chop plate. How can you be chopping the plate of a strange woman?
Really? I didn't see that one.
She did a video like, that one, he like to the chop plate well. He chop plate, he chop her inside out. So now,
who be that one?
Ellen, the baby mama of Cubana Chief Priest, alleged baby mama.
The
video is on the page
money
now.
Cubana
they chop. He like that one like to chop plate well. If you see the way he chop
I agree. I agree. You know
now,
why M5? M5, you know why I say I agree? The way money na water day, waiting bro go off a pass make a leak plate. I'm sorry. I agree. I don't talk anything, but I agree.
Because so what I'm trying to say next is that no, they go out there, they chop plates, they hit pomo of strange women. And looks like I said in the video I dropped this morning that okay, he wants to go and be somebody every other woman. Except maybe except it's the way he's known from the past. But then even the women you've known from the past, can you guarantee how other partners they've got? You now go and get down with them. You will not use rubber idabobo. You will do it awo. And then you now bring same cucumber back to the woman in your house, and you expect you put it inside, put it into a gorodome, and then people are like, "Oh, Annie did not treat anything." If she were to be allowed to come out, I'm sure she would
exactly.
She should not come out.
All these Uncle, all these children don't spoil.
She should not come out. They need deliverance right now. I don't call it
even if it's nothing, you should think of that.
Mama 5, I think Vivian Lee said that the amount of STDs in Nigeria is crazy. Even I've heard people talking on social media that the amount of STDs, is it in Houston or one place like that, where the amount of STDs, because the thing is that people seem to forget. I don't want to say the word in case it triggers your YouTube, but you know what happened in the 80s. It's still there, mate.
Exactly.
And I think people have this preconceived notion that because there hasn't been that whole academic back in the day that it's not out there. It is. And the way that people are swapping bodies, I'm scared.
They're changing their brand.
Can you imagine changing their pants?
You know, now they're saying that the Arunkobogun that now when Trump caught the stuff going to Nigeria, that disease is almost everywhere now.
I heard, yes.
And then some rich men with their belly and water and the likes of them Tuface, they want to go and validate all these lucky babes. Like I said, the most beautiful, the cleanest lucky babes could be the dirtiest girl you could ever come across.
Yeah, and this is the thing is that we need to be. Like I said, I always say,
let me talk, yo. Let me talk.
M5.
Because you don't say that lucky babe. Because you're a lucky babe does not mean say you be neatest girl. Does not mean say you're come up with the neatest one. And then that's the time that this will go and meet.
Blood of Zachariah.
You eat each other now.
M5.
Hepatitis B.
Mama 5 has started.
M5 big. The way you they talk, even me when they hear scared, they hold me.
Because I don't think men that are supporting me have actually thought of that. And then the woman will now go and cobalize her with all those Arogogun. And then she will be the woman who is meant to look after the house, care for the children, be committed to you, be the loyal woman, but you cannot keep your porn in one place. Or more than we go commode that porn.
I agree with that. That if and I say this, it's about accountability. If you, even as women, if you decide to be with someone that is cheating, you're messing with your life. Exactly. Now we don't know what's happened with Annie. We don't know whether she had any STIs. We thank God for her life, but I'm just saying there was a risk being with Tuface for that long, knowing what he was doing. Maybe remember he fathered 7 children. I think that you're messing with your life, staying with people that are cheating. And I say this with my full chest. You need to be. You're suing this love. This love. These guys are not using anything and risking their life. And if you want to be part of that, STD part of community, go for
guys,
it.
There are so many things that we're not even talking. Like I used to listen. They were like, see, even the big boys in Lekki, big boys in Lekki. Now for their body, you go carry unknown sickness.
Yeah.
And you see them in big cars. They wear the most expensive perfumes. They wear the darkest expensive Gucci glasses, but they are the dirtiest. And now you not think that you want to be chopping anybody. You want to be chopping
M5.
Sir,
she ice water there around. You are scaring us. We never commit crimes, then you don't put fear for our body. Jesus.
That's the meaning of life. That's what some of these men are not even thinking about. That's what they're not thinking about, because you go carry sickness, go meet the woman for house, and you want the woman to be good. That's what I was saying yesterday. That when I was a new wife, if you put water in my mouth, I will be quiet. If you go away for 3 hours, you come back, the water will be in my mouth. Now, if you put water in my mouth, before you even take 2 steps, the water is gone, because I'll be giving it to you back to back.
Oh, Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Yeah. I think we need to talk about the realities that, you know what, if you're, I think we should take the lessons of what's happened. Even Natasha, we don't even know what he has given her. Come on now, he's been with half the world. Let's be real. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I think it's a lesson for everybody. If you're gonna be indulging with this and be messing with guys like him, there's a risk. It's not even about the emotional, issues and the emotional distress of someone cheating. It's the risk to your life. And I think people, men and women, need to realize that and use sense.
I have one question though. If can I ask it? Okay. I'm already setting up a show for this question tomorrow, but let me start it from here now.
Okay.
What is the problem with Nedu? There is something about Nedu with his guest.
I knew you were going to ask, and I addressed it in my video earlier on.
What is going on with that guy, with the people that show up on his show? Nedu, they use Juju.
They don't have sense.
People have started asking the question, Uncle Beno, and I dropped a video just when that come. They said that it was Nedu that tell us to say this. At the end of the day, if you go to a podcast, they will have run the question through you. You'll be able to tell them what questions you are not comfortable answering. So if you was asked any question and it does not feel comfortable answering it, you will have said, boy, I don't want to answer it. For the fact that they are this. And then again, all those people that are saying that, Nedu tell us this, Nedu tell us that, you're a freaking grown-ass man. He's going to be 15 years old in a couple of months. You should be able to say, no, Idibia, I'm not answering that question. But he went ahead. That's why I said that he wants to release an album. And he felt that, what can I do than cause controversy? Let people be for the back, let people be hitting their head. And then
but Mama 5, there's been situations where I know I can't talk for Nigeria, where you do you agree to an interview, like you said, they give you a script and some questions. You can now say to them, I'm not comfortable. They can still insist, but you can say to them, I'm not doing the interview anymore.
Exactly.
I'm asking the question, why didn't he do that?
Exactly.
Because there's no way he didn't know about the question.
This might not, maybe not at this time, but then he sat down there and he was shaking like a wejobele, shaking like a water on top of leaf.
I didn't mean to say that.
He had sunglasses on in the studio. Like, please.
Like a
it's got nothing to do with Nigeria. It's got nothing to do with Nigeria.
Una just the verse for my guy. M5.
Because the thing is, he's not acting his age, Uncle Beno. He's not acting his age. And that's what,
like I said, the Bible promised us 120 years on earth. He's already spending 50 out of it. You would imagine, you would think that a man of his age will start saying, okay, I will live maybe another 50 years. What do I want to be remembered by? How do I want the society to look at my children once I'm gone? Now, if he grows old now, Father Abraham.
He's father of many nations. That's
exactly. I mean, like I said in my video this morning, Caroline, take your drama. The video sang, Caroline, Tuface is now Caroline. Let him take his drama. We don't need his drama anymore.
He's not drama. Please.
It is drama.
M5 and Honey Babe. Before I go come out, I beg, not can I just help me pray for Tuface? And why I'm saying that?
On him.
Let I explain now. Why on a day like this? Why on a day verse for her like this now?
He still get mama for life. He still get mama now. Let him mama pray for him.
Let the mama pray now. Exactly. Not wasting my
mama still there.
No way.
Let him mother.
No,
let him mother pray from Nigeria finish.
I know how many. I know how much Annie cried. Personally, Annie cried non-stop.
Exactly.
No way.
Please let us be our brother's keeper, because right now, what I saw this morning, you are
allowed to be his keeper.
We do not care. I'm gonna be not giving him grace. No way. After
please, I want to say a couple of things because I don't want Kubeno to go before I say them. Just
right, we are running up 6 minutes to go.
But you not let me talk. That's why I say this panel is hey. Okay,
6 minutes to go, guys. We are rounding up. Let me
just say something quickly. I feel like people need to understand that one, Tuface has been consistent. Secondly, I need people to understand that Tuface is one of the first global artists out of Nigeria. Hold on, honey babe and mom of 5, don't come for me. Let me land. Hold on. I just wanted to say that all of these things that, in my opinion, are extra factors as to why women have also chosen to stay with him, right? We can't even dispute the fact that technically Annie might be nothing, in quotes, nothing without innocence, just based off of her, her social status or nothing else, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's also an extra factor that makes women stay with men like Tuface, in my opinion, right? And it also makes it hard to just push women away. It has to be a factor, guys. I mean, the average man, I was saying on, I think it was Man of Prestige's channel the other day, where even the average poor man has the audacity to cheat, has the audacity to have mistresses and stuff. Now imagine someone with Tuface's status, right? So I think we need to remember that. Also, I heard a couple of things, and I want to remind people that it's not just about the cameras for Tuface. Tuface has these things in his lyrics. There's at least 2 songs of Tuface where he said he's not a one-woman man. He sings these songs. When you're singing in a closed space in the what you call it, where they make music, that's not cameras. So you can't say it's the pressure of the camera. That is his lifestyle. That is what he believes in. He said the same thing in Young, Famous and whatever. He said the same thing there as well. He's been consistent. So my problem with a lot of women, which I say all the time, I personally, as a feminist, I'm tired of talking to men. I'm now talking to women. We enable a lot of these men, right? If a man has told you he doesn't believe in being with one woman, if he says to you that he's polyamorous, you have to believe him. One thing that I've learned in even my 28 years on earth is men tell you what you need to hear when men tell you. Believe men when they tell you stuff. So why do we keep blaming Tuface that is actually owning his personality? He's owning his life. This is the life he's created. This is the life he wants.
Abby, hold on. His personality is what he wants, Abby. Just the way we go against if we're talking about surrogacy, just because it is our body, it's our choice.
Because at the
end of the day, other men will start saying it as well.
1 of 5 is not the same thing. This is the thing about is not the same thing. Ife is going to use somebody else. Tuface has given these women a choice. They don't agree to his choice.
Right.
People like Annie think they can change him.
Well,
right. When a man is telling you something is going over your head. The same thing, Uncle Ben. It was
God bless you, Abby.
Went against each other on Man of Prestige channel, where I was talking about the whole idea of people hear what they want to hear in divorce situation. You already know your marriage is crashing. The person is telling you they want a divorce, but you are choosing to hear, I can fight for this.
That's
what happens to women like Annie. Women like Natasha now, she's not even using iron hand on top. On top. People like this just think that they can tame a grown man. But what I always say to women like Natasha is, you think you're special, you think you're different to Annie. You will see a man treat another woman terribly, and somehow you think your own story will be different.
I have a take on that too, Abby. Sorry.
We are running up, guys.
Natasha may be able to cope, please, because they seems like bird of the same feather. Natasha herself seems like she don't care. Annie still have that decorum, that sanity.
Yes,
I'm a housewife. This Natasha when me at the see now picking when they raise, we smoke,
now
go smoke everything. No care. So I think it's okay. And then to back up what Abby was saying about women hearing men say something and they still want to go ahead with it. I've always said this. For instance, as I did like this now. No, I not see woman where I go marry. We go come tell me say, yeah. If you are hungry, go to the kitchen, go and make food. It can't work because from when we did date, now I go don't tell you say, look, even I dey joke with my sister Natu, and all of my other real sister that if you ask me what is my love language, now food. You must prepare my food. I don't care if you like be president. You must prepare my food. If you can't prepare my food, you know if you cook soup for house, you won't go ahead, it can't work. And I'll be telling you. Now, if you pretend, oh, it's okay, we can walk around it, we come marry finish. You come turn feminist for my house. Don't they tell me, you work, I work. I get to work, you get to work. If you're hungry, go to the kitchen. Well, while I'm thank you, Mama Five. Thank you, everybody. Uncle Patrick,
thank you, Uncle Bello, for being here. You are highly appreciated. Thank you, sir. Guys, lasting word, please. Lasting word, please.
Yeah, can I say something? I mean, I've said we've had a lot of, I've spoken about Tuface time and time again. I still come back to Annie, in the sense that, like I said to you, people show who they really are by their actions. And I believe from the very, from a long time, from the time he was messing about with her with two other women, and the fact that he had children before you had children with him and you his wife, the actions was always there. The red flags was there. But I believe that, yes, he's been consistent. But like I said, I'm not going to talk to the men. Like I said, if Annie was my friend, I would have slapped the hell out of her a long time ago. Because there's no way you can be my friend and me behaving like this, because you should see the writing on the wall. And I do believe that we shouldn't necessarily be talking to the men. It's the women. Shine your eyes. Someone that loves you, their actions will speak. And I think that's with what Abby was saying in that respect. And I think it's a lesson for women that shine your eyes. And when you see the way, do not think you're different. Because the same way he's treating you, this ex-girlfriend or wife, like crap, I'm going to treat you the same. Why do you think you're different? I find that so astonishing that people are, women behave like that. But yeah, that's all I have to say, really. It was a great show.
Thank you so much, my beautiful sister, for your contribution. I really appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much. Right, Uncle Patrick, finishing words, please, so we can round up. Right, I think Uncle Patrick's left. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for your contribution. I just want to say, we've all heard everything there, especially the last thing what that Oni Babe said there. Like, women, once you see a man, you see the red flags. Don't think you can stay and change things way around. No, because a leopard will never change his spots. And if Tuface is actually true to his words, yes, just like Abby said that he's been consistent. There was no need for that apology. Which also, for him to have come out to apologize, it just goes to show that there's hot fire. There's hot fire under his blockers. Because that hot fire that is under his blockers, Annie did not have it. If Annie had it, when he says such, during that show, that young and famous thing, he would have apologized, but he did not. So, this, our Honorable Natasha, fits our legendary uncle very well. Just like I said, women can do better, according to Abby's word here. Man, just like Uncle Beno also said, one fine guy like that was trying to spay Uncle Beno's wife. Our uncle said, for where? Whatever it is, whatever is good for the goose is good for the gander as well. If a woman say, okay, I see a tall, sexy, and handsome, I want to follow. If you, the man, you are doing it, what's stopping the woman from doing the same? It's just that women who chose not to do that, they value their self-worth. They just don't want to use themselves cheap, because at the end of the day, will go far bossy. Now for your body, everything will come. And if you think now, lucky baby, you want to go and spray, HIV they there, they wait. Gonorrhea they there, they wait. If now you want to go and lick, go ahead and lick it. Yes, just like we all said about different types of emotional different type of abuse, cheating is also also an emotional abuse. It comes in a variety of ways. At the end of the day, Jersey residents, women out there, open your eyes. If you're dating somebody or you're with someone and they are coming across with a certain behavior and it's a turn off for you, don't think you can change that person. It's better for you. You grab your 2 slippers, you knock it together, and walk away than think like, oh, I will make things better. I will change. No, you will not be able to do it. You will not, because at the end of the day, you say you are trying, and then you get inside of it, you'll be tired, and there will be resentment, and then you start thinking, I'm waiting for my children, I don't want to live, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, until you are 6 feet below, and that man will go on top of your bed, or that man will go on top of your grave and put his paw there and wee on your grave. If you don't want that to happen to you, when you see things that you know should not be the right thing, should not be the way it is, before you say I do, it's best you walk away. That is my lasting word there. To Baba, I don't talk. Release your song. I know say you want to release an album, even though he has not mentioned it. Release your song in peace and let us rest. Now I should be in my bed now. I'm here shouting. I have work tomorrow, 6:45. Thank you so much to all of our speakers out here today. Money Babe, Uncle Beno, Uncle Patrick, Abby, who was on live again, and Zeno. Thank you so much. And to those of you, I see all of your comments in the comment section. You guys hold a big place in my heart. And the remaining 72 of you still watching me. Please, before you head out, do not hesitate to give this video a big like, share for me, drop your comment and opinion in the comment section. We are learning every day. Me, I don't know it all. Now, as they bring bass bows, I will still take your correction as well. With that being said, guys, thank you so much, and I shall see you in all of our videos again tomorrow. And if you've not yet subscribed, I'm sure you love me. Don't forget to like, comment, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe, turn on your post notification, share this video. Do not hesitate to join my membership, and I shall see you all again. I'll be dropping sit-down videos 10 o'clock, whatever time tomorrow. And yeah, please guys, engage as always, and I'll see you all later. Thank you guys, and have an amazing night rest. All right, bye-bye. Caroline, carry your drama, they go. Peace out.